Good morning. Today we will have a lesson about Ayurveda. Ayurveda. So when we talk about Ayurveda, we just have to talk about the superior intelligence on earth. So who is the superior intelligence on earth? So obviously we know that man is having a superior intelligence as he tried to find out the remedies for diseases. So medicine is developed by step. So as we know, all the primitive societies had a collection of remedies based upon three concepts. So the remedies for the diseases were discovered by the three methods. So one is trial and error method, which is now even this particular method is used in allopathic system, and the second one is accidentally discovered. The best example we can say that penicillin was discovered accidentally, and by inspiration many of the scientists were inspired to discover many of the lead components for various diseases, like as we example we can say vinca for anti-tumor, right? So coming for Ayurveda, we have to talk about Vedas. So according to the ancient mythology, Veda explains the concept and essence of Ayurveda. So the Vedas, what we know is like, so as we know that Vedas are Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Samaveda, Atharva Veda. So when we talk about the last one, that is Atharva Veda, so Atharva Veda explains about principles of healing. So this principles of healing is correlated to the word Ayurveda. So Ayurveda is nothing but total knowledge about a lifespan. So and we can also say, so many of the countries like Tibetans, Chinese and Greek believes that Ayurveda is a mother of healing. So when we talk about Ayurveda, we have to talk about the practical tenets. So what are these practical tenets? So when we talk about these practical tenets under Ayurveda, we have to go for 8 concepts. The very first concept is internal medicine. So what this particular internal medicine in Ayurveda tells about? It just tells about all the anatomical structures what we can read here, along with a structure and function. So next one is organic medicines. So how the elements are related to the body. So we can describe in organic medicine, and so many of structures we can have in detail. And next one, what is their mechanisms, so how the bonding happens, all these concepts we can study under organic medicine. And we can, the third one is toxicology. So what are all the components which gives a toxicity to our body can be read here in toxicology. And next one, aphrodisiac medicine. So this is the medicine where we can read about the components which will increases the sexual desire. And the next one is surgical concepts. So all the surgical concepts will be clearly we can come to know under fifth concept, so that is surgery. And next one, the treatment regarding to the children will be occupied as the sixth component, which is known as pediatrics. And next one is rejuvenating medicine. So especially this particular medicine is the treatment for geriatrics, like anti-aging. So we can give a best examples like exercises to lose the lose the body weight, like obese, anti-aging, and next one, even steam bath. All these concepts will come under rejuvenating medicine. And next one is spirit healing. So as we know, some of the supernatural things will get be healed by spirit healing. So this is the last one of a practical tenet of the Ayurveda. And next, some of the 8 components are there, so which is nothing but Ashtanga Ayurveda, which is nothing but 8 components. Ashta, 8. So the very first one is Kaya Chikitsa. So what do you mean by Kaya Chikitsa? So this Kaya Chikitsa tells is nothing but a general medicine Kaya Chikitsa is about a general medicine which deals, tells about, we can say, cure of diseases which affects the body. And next, second one is Balaroga. Balaroga means pediatrics. So it just deals with the treatment of children. And the next one is Shalya Tantra. Third one is Shalya Tantra, which deals with the what we can say, surgical techniques. And next one is Salakhya Tantra. So this Salakhya Tantra deals about the sensory concepts. So like it just deals with the diseases of related to the teeth, eyes, nose or ear. And next one is Bhuta Vaidya. So Bhuta Vaidya is nothing but we can't say like it just deals with the spirits and all. So here it just, we can see under Bhuta Vaidya, we can also study about the concepts of microorganisms especially. So we can say, so this just deals about directly visible or not directly explained by Tridosha, which is especially pertaining to the microorganisms, can be studied under Bhuta Vaidya. And next one is Aghada Tantra. So Aghada Tantra just deals about with antidotes regarding to the poison. So we can study about antidotes regarding to the poison. And next one is Rasayana Tantra. This is Rasayana Tantra is nothing but it just correlates to the rejuvenating medicine. So what is rejuvenating medicine? What I told, it just deals about the geriatrics like anti-aging, some of the exercises and steam bathing, all the things comes under rejuvenating medicine. So this is correlated with the Rasayana Tantra. So it is also the same. So where you can deal the various treatments for geriatrics will come under Rasayana Tantra. And the eighth one is Vajikarana Tantra. So as I told, aphrodisiac medicine. So Vajikarana Tantra is nothing but it just relates to the aphrodisiacs, deals with the healthy and decide progeny. It just deals with the healthy and decide progeny. So when we talk about Ayurveda, so Ayurveda is the holistic system. We can say Ayurveda is a holistic system, so which integrates about the mind, body and spirit. Mind, body and spirit. So next one is Ayurveda. So we can say it is a medicine of knowledge. It is a medicine of knowledge from ancient times. So in two concepts we can tell about two important examples. So one is Ramayana and the other one is Mahabharata. So what the Ramayana will tell? So in Ramayana we know about Ayurveda. One of the prime proof, we can say, it exists in Ramayana. So in Ramayana we can see so many of the people were expertized to preserve the dead bodies. So to preserve the dead bodies for a longer time, we can see this particular technique in Ramayana. And next one, Mahabharata. So when we talk about Mahabharata, when we talk about Mahabharata, we can say many of the people were wounded in the battle. So most of the surgeries were performed to recover from that particular injuries. So we can say in Ayurveda, so like in Mahabharata, so many people they just so many people were dealt with surgery. So about how to preserve the dead body for a longer time, we can see in Ramayana, and so many of the surgeries were performed, so which we can say under Mahabharata. So these are the two important examples where the Ayurveda exists from ancient times. And the next occurrence about Samhitas, damn surely we have to talk about. So Samhitas were written by the two important persons. So that is nothing but Charaka. So the Charaka who written the Samhita, we will call it as Charaka Samhita, and Sushruta who written the Samhita, we will call it as Sushruta Samhita. So in Charaka Samhita and Sushruta Samhita, they just compiled about numerous details about herbs, how they work, how they cure the diseases, not only regarding the herbs and shrubs. So nearly about 760 and 650 uh, herbs or shrubs were compiled by Charaka and Sushrita around. Next one is when we talk about principle of Ayurveda. Here comes the principle of Ayurveda. So according to Ayurveda, what Ayurveda says? According to the Ayurveda, so Ayurveda says that when the internal environment is in balance, the person, the human body will be in a very good health condition. So what is this particular internal environment talks about? The very first one is Vata, Pitta and Kapha, which is collectively called as Tridosha. Vata, Pitta, Kapha. And the second one is Agni. So Agni is nothing but a digestive fire. So we can say it is a digestive fire. Let me tell about what is this? Yeah. Second one is about Agni. So Agni is nothing but a digestive fire. So this particular digestive fire must be in balance. Must be in balance. So whereas coming for the very first component Vata, Pitta, Kapha, so it must be, these are the vital humors, it must be in balance. And the second one is Agni, which is nothing but a digestive fire, it must be also in balance. And Dhatus, Dhatus are nothing but a 7 body tissues. Dhatus are nothing but a 7 body tissues. So these all must function normally, all the 7 dhatus, which I will explain you later. And the next one is, fourth one is Mala. So Mala is nothing but a fecus which must be produced and eliminated normally. And the fifth one is Mana, Indriya, Atma. So what is Mana, Indriya, Atma? So which is nothing but a mind, senses and consciousness, which must work blissfully, So all these 5 elements are collectively known as Pancha Mahabhuta theory. So the Ayurveda just works about on Pancha Mahabhuta theory. So when we talk about Tridosha theory, especially the prime principle of Ayurveda, so here comes the principle Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So the very first one we will talk about Vata. So Vata is nothing but we will collectively called as ether and air. It is more prominent in fall and it changes according to the seasons. A person who is having a prominent character of Vata will be of like quick-minded, flexibility, and they will have the creativity. They can even grasp the contents very quickly, and they even forgets very quickly, and they will be very energized, and they will be very fatigued. And second component is Pitta, so which is nothing but a fire dominant. So if the person is having a dominant character of Pitta, so he will be like warm body. So he just penetrates the ideas, and he will be very sharp, very alert and intelligent act. He will have a very intelligent act. And next one is Kapha. So Kapha means which is nothing but a water. A person who is having a prominent dominant character of this particular Kapha will have a high strength, endurance and stamina. They will be very calm, tolerant and forgiving. So these are the important aspects of Tridosha theory. And when I talk about 7 dhatus, so that is, so when we talk about 7 dhatus, so in 7 dhatus, the very first one is rasa, which is nothing but a rasa. So rasa is nothing but a digestive system. So it just tells about the metabolic juice. Okay, and the second one is Rakta. Rakta means circulatory system, so which just tells about blood. Mamsa, which deals about the muscular system. So muscular system just explains about muscles and tendons. And next one is Med. Med is nothing but a fat, so about adipose tissue. And next one is Maja. So Maja is nothing but a marrow. We can say about like skin. It just tells about the skin. And next one is asti. Asti means a skeletal system. So skeletal system, so we just tell about bones, right? Next one is shukra. Shukra is nothing but a reproductive system. So reproductive system, so all these things are collectively known as seven dhatus. So in Sanskrit we will call it as sapta dhatus of Ayurveda, right? So according to Tritosha, findings of Prakriti helps in Vikruti. So if we are going to diagnose a disease, we can able to identify its pathology, and you can even find out what is the way of cure. So Ayurveda, so as I told before itself, like it was first texted by Agnivesha, later by Samhitas. So we can say like the first Ayurveda is compiled by a prime pupil of Dhanavantri, so who is the father of surgery. So we finally, how this particular Ayurveda will have a role in pharmacognosy. So pharmacognosy is nothing but, as we know, it is a study about crude drugs which comes from natural origin. So even the Ayurveda says the nature is nothing, is a cure, right? So this pharmacognosy will play a very vital role in Ayurveda. So many of the, from ancient times, we are even still now we are discovering so many lead molecules. So this pharmacognosy will have a pivotal role in discovery and development of new drugs, therapies, which even it is continuing today. So it is also evident that drug discovery from medicinal plants continues to provide new and important leads against various pharmacological targets, we can say, and knowledge and understanding. So pharmacognosy remains a significant and an essential contributor to the knowledge and understanding of drugs and their therapies.